Hi, everyone. I want to talk about pollinators versus slingshots today, and then I have an invitation for my pollinators. So, this has to do with how you are designed to move through the world. Slingshots are those people we envy because they set a goal, they put blinders on, they go right after that goal with relentless focus, and then they achieve it. And it looks so easy for them, right? And then there are the people who flit from one thing to thing, change their minds, they alter their plans. They never seem to go in a straight line. And it's hard to reach the end point because the target keeps changing. Does that sound familiar? If so, congratulations, you are likely a pollinator, like I am. So, pollinators are the people who feel like they have a mission, but they don't know what they're supposed to be doing because they aren't actually supposed to be doing one thing. Pollinators are the multi-dimensional channels for new things to flow through. And the job of a pollinator is to instigate curiosity and desire in other people, to spark exploration and discovery. And we do that by shape shifting in how we respond and react to people and how we deliver our work. So as we are flitting around from one thing to another, it looks like we can't settle on one thing. It looks like we don't know what we're doing. But what's really happening is that we're adapting to what's needed in the moment. So think about how a pollinator moves. It travels in loops and curves and waves, and it goes backward and then it goes forward, and it looks like it doesn't know what it's doing or where it's going, right? But by being itself and moving through the world in the natural way that it's designed, it's doing a very important job. Without the pollinators, plants would die and we would have no food, literally. That's what pollinators do for us. So, what looks like lazy, casual strolling that has no purpose is really the work that's sustaining the planet. So, think about that. If you are here as a pollinator, and you would do your work in the way you're designed, it's the work that's here to sustain the planet. The problem is we are meant to believe that success in this world only comes to the slingshots. So we better pick one thing. We better put our blinders on. We better move right toward that thing in a straight line if we want success too. But does that work for the pollinators of the world? If you have wings and you're here as a pollinator, then the slingshot method probably isn't working so well for you, no matter how hard you're trying. Because a pollinator isn't here to follow someone else's path to success, especially when it's in a straight line. Because pollinators are not designed to move in a straight line, they just aren't. A pollinator is a multiplier and is designed to work differently. Think about it. When a bee or a butterfly moves pollen, when it moves pollen, it changes the entire ecosystem. A bee or a butterfly or a hummingbird or, whatever they are, will go to a flower, will drink the nectar, will get pollen on its body, and then it goes to the next flower to drink nectar from the next flower, but it leaves pollen. It picks up new pollen, it moves pollen, and it builds the ecosystem. Unlike a slingshot, who just changes the target at their endpoint because they just have one endpoint focus. So don't get me wrong, we need the slingshots too. But if you're not moving through the world according to your design, it's really easy to get stuck. So knowing how to work with your design as a pollinator matters because otherwise you spend too much time and energy doubting yourself, kicking yourself for doing it wrong, not being able to, bring something to fruition instead of being able to follow your own pollinator path and share the magic you came here to create in a way that you are designed to share it. But you can't see, much less follow, your own pollinator path when your head is full of instructions from the slingshots on how to build your business their way. Especially when doing it their way zaps your energy, your joy, your confidence, your creativity. It sucks the soul out of you. And that's what happens a lot with mainstream business coaching because a lot of it is developed by slingshots who have a different focus and purpose in the world than the pollinators do. It's definitely valuable to learn from them. We can learn a lot from the slingshots, and we probably need to. But the problem is that when you're trying to fully operate as a slingshot, but you're actually designed as a pollinator, you get stuck. But if you get clear on your unique pollinator path, like understanding what that looks like for you, what kind of pollinator are you and how are you designed to work, move through the world? If you get your own body validation on your pollinator type in business and you align your inner operating system with your distinct pollinator codes, you will step out of the endless loop of stuckness, make your next move, and start building what you're here to build. You've got to know how you work. So if you would like to know more about your unique pollinator path, what or who you are here to fertilize, what kind of nectar energizes you, the way you're designed to move through the world in a natural sort of way that's productive for you and efficient for you, we can do that in a core code experience. So if you book a core code experience with me, we will explore the flight of your specific pollinator type. You'll get clarity on how you naturally move through the world. We will help you get rid of the exhausting slingshot methods that are draining for you. We will help you eliminate the self-doubt about how you work best because you will see how you work best and we'll sync you up with your blueprint so that you are free to spread your wings and create your business, create your work, create your art, whatever it is, create your magic and your medicine the way your pollinator type is designed to do. So not only will we get you on the right pollinator path for your design, but we'll identify the next move to get you unstuck and flying so that you are free and empowered to ignite the curiosity, the magic, the possibility in others that the pollinators are here to ignite. Because the pollinators are the ones who fertilize the world with something new so that it can grow into something beautiful. And you need your own nectar and your own pollen. You need to be fertilized to be the pollinator that you're here to be. So book a core code experience with me, get yourself fertilized so that you can pollinate your clients as you're designed to do in a way that fulfills your mission, that feeds your soul, and that makes the impact on your people that you are here to make. I'll include a link here to book your core code experience, and I hope to see you inside.